How's it going, guys? This is Ed here once again on the Blood Type Online YouTube channel, and this is very exciting for me. This is the debut of one of our newest shows here on the channel called The Best of the Box, and in this series we're going to be taking a look at the best the home video market has to offer in the way of box sets. So for our very first episode of the show here, I wanted to take a look at a box set that I think is extremely cool. I don't remember really being excited for a box set like I was for this one, and I actually was so excited that I even pre-ordered it. I wasn't too aware of these films until I'd read a really cool article in Roomwork magazine about the films that made me want to see them so bad that I pre-ordered the box set, like I said. So this one is actually out of print now. It's one of the coolest box sets around, and if you can find this one for cheap, I highly urge you to pick it up. That being the Blind Dead collection. Okay, first off, this is a collection of films made by director Armando de Osorio. He had made all four of these films. This set includes Tombs of the Blind Dead, Return of the Evil Dead, The Ghost Galleon, Night of the Seagulls, and Armando de Osorio Director, which is a bonus disc all about the director himself, as well as a booklet called Nights of Terror. Now I'm going to show you guys this box set complete here. As you can see, just pop the top of the coffin off. This is what it looks like when you open it up, okay? You have your 4 DVDs here, which we're going to pull out real quick, just to show you guys. And I believe that they released all these separately too. I think the box set is out of print. I don't think the separate editions of the films are. So this is what we got here. We have the first film, Tombs of the Blind Dead, which is probably my favorite in the series, I think. It's been a few years since I went and watched these, and I'd like to double check and rewatch them again. So that's the first film, Tombs of the Blind Dead. The second one is Return of the Evil Dead, which of course has nothing to do with the Evil Dead of Sam Raimi and Bruce Campbell fame. Here is The Ghost Galleon. Okay. And finally, Night of the Seagulls. Okay, first off, let me just say that these have some of the best cover art that I've ever seen on DVD of any kind. The cover art on these is amazing. I'm really satisfied and happy with the wonderful artwork they used on all these covers. And in case you guys aren't aware of what the Blind Dead are, okay, these are technically zombie films, but they're totally different from any other zombie film I've ever seen. They're based off the real life Knights Templar. Okay, if you guys are familiar with any stories of the Bible or anything, you know what the Knights Templar are. Basically what happens is these group of knights decided to get involved in some satanic rituals at one point, which in doing so would make them immortal. Okay, they were caught by the people who lived in this area, and they were burnt at the stake, and they were done so to get rid of them. They thought they were evil people, and one of the things they did before they burned them is they actually poked out their eyeballs. So because they felt that once they buried them, if they poke their eyes out, they'll never be able to find their way back from hell. Well, little did they realize that they got off enough of the satanic ritual to make sure that they were immortalized, leading back to a day where they're all going to rise from the dead. Now, how I said about they poke their eyes out so they can't see their way. Here's the deal, and this is what makes these movies so goddamn cool to me. It's a totally different take on the zombie genre and what zombies are, okay, and I love that. But what happened is, since the eyeballs were poked out, they literally can't see. But it makes these zombies ultimately more dangerous than any other zombie you've ever seen before because, well, just like real blind people, whenever the sight is taken away from a human being, their other senses are heightened, meaning that the Knights Templar in zombie form have wonderful hearing. And what that means essentially is you're not going to hide from them because they can actually tell and hear your heart beating. Very creepy, very cool stuff. But now that we got that out of the way, let's get back to the box set, okay? So I've showed you guys all 4 of the DVDs of the films, okay? What you also get in here is, like I said, you get this documentary about Armando de Osorio, which is very cool. And this is actually, to my knowledge, the only way you can get this is in this box set. They don't sell this separately. If you look at these, they all have barcodes on the top of them, all the regular DVDs. This one doesn't, because they don't sell it separately. So it's kind of a collector's edition as well, so that's very cool. And Armando de Osorio also did some other films too. Most notably, I believe, Lorelei's Grasp is one of them, and there's another one right now that off the top of my head I can't think of, but some cool stuff. And he's a hell of a director, and even these films, not all of them are good, I'll be honest with you. I mean, I pretty much like all of them. If I have to remember correctly, the one I didn't really care for was the Ghost Galleon. I might be wrong on that. Like I said, it's been years since I watched them, but I really like the other three. But even if you don't like the man's films, the stories of the films or the way that they pan out, there's no telling this guy had a major eye for shooting stuff. And some of the scenes in the series of the knights on horseback are some of the creepiest and coolest things in the history of horror films, I promise you. So if you haven't seen these movies, you need to check them out. I'm not bullshitting you here. These movies are something that need to be seen by especially zombie fans, but horror fans alike. So, Armando de Osorio, we thank you for the Blind Dead films. Also, this comes with a booklet, and this is the 2005 revised edition, from what I understand. And this is a booklet from Midnight Media Publishing, which I've actually seen for sale outside of the box set. I actually have a couple of these giallo books. They're little, just booklets. They're not really books, but they're small in size, and I think that the same company put this out. This book is awesome. It tells you the story of the Evil Dead films, and it features some badass artwork. And I'm going to kind of flip through here just to show you guys. This is the Spanish, I believe, poster for the Tombs of the Blind Dead, and as you can see, it has some more black and white pictures in here from the series, which is very cool. Let's see if we can get some other really good ones here. Some good ones, even though they're in black and white. The films themselves are not in black and white; they're in color, and you get kind of an idea of that here with these pictures. Let's see what else. Here's another one. It's a full page one there. Let's see. Some more of the VHS covers and stuff like that. Some more poster artwork, which is very cool. But this is really a fantastic box set, man. I mean, just give you guys another close-up picture of one of the knights, how creepy they look. I love these movies, just for the fact that I think that when you watch zombie films, you can only watch so many movies that rip off George Romero, or in another way telling the story of Night of the Living Dead, people trapped somewhere with zombies trying to kill them. This is something if you love zombie films and you can't get enough of them, you really owe it to yourself to check out the Blind Dead films at least once, just because they're so vastly different from any other zombie films I've ever seen. I think you'll be able to get something positive out of them, you know what I mean? I really enjoyed them. I got a kick out of them, especially the first time I seen them, and I think a lot of other people will too. So I'm going to show you guys that, and also this is, I believe this collection was a limited edition. It wasn't numbered, or at least I don't think so. Yeah, there's no number on the packaging, but to give you guys an idea of what the back looks like here for the Blind Dead, kind of gives you a rundown of everything here, what you're getting in the set and stuff like that. And here's the empty box. You can see the coffin box, and anytime there's like a coffin box, it's just fucking cool. I know there was a 3-disc set, or at least a 3-film set of Coffin Joe movies that were released in like a coffin set like this. Very cool stuff. So what you get in this box set, we'll just go over quickly once again. You get the kick-ass booklet of Nights of Terror. Throw that in there. You get the Armando de Osorio director documentary, which is cool. And of course, you get all 4 of the Blind Dead films. So you can't beat that in a set. When this thing came out, I think it was going from anywhere from, I think I got mine for about 36 bucks on a website, but I'd seen them at the time brand new for about $80 too. And God knows what these things are going for now. But if you do find one of these at a convention, eBay, anything, I highly recommend you pick it up. If for some reason you don't want to spend the money or you just can't see it, definitely pick up the movie separately as well. But this I figured would be appropriate for our first edition of the best of the box, and that's the Blind Dead collection. So hope you guys enjoy the new show. Expect some more to be coming for you, as well as new videos, as well as our new show, Reviewing Blue, that everybody seems to enjoy so much, as well as me. So that's it. This is Ed. Thanks for joining us. See you next time.